need to prepare yourselves. Barry? You're home.
The Flash.
I made you a new suit. May I take it for a spin? The Flash is back.
What is up everybody, my name is BobaTalks and welcome back to a brand new Flash Season 4 video. And as you just saw at the beginning of this video, there is a new Flash trailer out, and even though it was only 20 seconds long or around there, there's plenty to talk about, so let's break this down. So first things first, we see this truck traveling down the road and out of nowhere Barry appears, running in, and this is most likely the moment in the episode from where Barry returns from the Speed Force. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we see him return back butt naked, as you can see his bare feet here. So this time it's quite likely that even though he went into the Speed Force with that funeral suit on, and at other times he's appeared out of the Speed Force with a Flash suit on, this time he won't, and from what we see he just comes back pretty much naked. So that puts aside any of the theories that he might come out of the Speed Force with the future Flash suit that we know he will be getting. Also notice how he seems to be pulsing with pure Speed Force energy, probably more than we ever have seen him on the show before. Now I thought that this was really cool, and he's probably just bursting out with Speed Force energy after being in the Speed Force for the past 6 months, which has left him kinda supercharged, and hopefully permanently. Speaking about the new suit this season, later on in the trailer we find out how Barry will even get his new suit, and it's all thanks to Cisco. We hear Cisco say to Barry, "I made you a new suit, so do you want to take it for a spin?" So to all those people who thought that Cisco would be the one to design the suit, well done, as you guessed correctly. I guess it's like what we have seen before in the show, just like when we started off with the red logo on Barry's first suit back in Season 1. When Team Flash then saw the white emblem in the Braille room, it's kinda like what Cisco said in that episode. Do they only go on to make that newer version of the suit with the white emblem because they only just saw it then? And if so, what actually caused them to create the white emblem in that original timeline? You could argue that this is very similar with this new Flash suit that Cisco designed, as since last season Barry traveled to the future and we got a glimpse at this new Flash suit. Was that what inspired the designs for this new suit? And if so, what inspired them for the newer version of the suit in the original timeline before they got the idea for the new suit for the present timeline through traveling to the future? I know, that sounds pretty mind-boggling when you say it out loud. Now with Barry coming out of the Speed Force, his mind has temporarily gone a bit haywire as he's been trapped in there for around 6 months real time. But infinity times over in Barry's perspective, according to what Grant Gustin said back at Comic-Con. So when he comes out, he's definitely a bit scrambled. And we see good examples of that mind scrambled Barry in this trailer. Right away after that first scene, Cecile says to Team Flash that you need to prepare yourselves, and so they continue on to the room where Barry is sitting, sporting a beard, which is probably meant to be symbolic just to show how long Barry has been inside the Speed Force. I can imagine how it could just almost be Terminator-like. Crazy guy comes running into a car butt naked, and before anyone can draw major attention to this, Cecile gets on top of this before it can get out, and has him quietly somehow brought to the CCPD, and then proceeds to inform Team Flash. I think Cecile also says to Team Flash to prepare themselves because she's already probably tried talking to Barry but without much luck or even recognition from Barry, so she knows it's going to be really weird for when Team Flash finally comes around to meeting Barry again. Now even though Iris walks in there and talks to Barry by saying that he's home, you can just tell by the look that he is giving her that he has no idea what is going on. We even see that Barry is writing on this board with a bunch of weird symbols and his eyes sparking with the Speed Force energy, which could also signify how scrambled his post-Speed Force brain really is. In this trailer we also got to see more of the Samuroid, even flying away with Iris. I think for most of the episode Barry will be quite scrambled, up until the moment here where we see Barry more or less breaking out of the cortex. I think he will just suddenly get most of his shit together when he realizes that Iris is in really big trouble, and that's the one thing that will pull him through to the other side, and that's where we see Cisco saying that the Flash is back. Because in that moment, Barry will more or less be back, or at least start coming back to his former self, in typical fashion when his lightning rod Iris is in trouble. I would love to know how he breaks out of the Cortex though. I mean, is Barry bursting with so much Speed Force energy that he can just do that now? After being in the Speed Force for a long time, is he that much more powerful? I think that this definitely could be the case, and the reason why he might be in there in the first place is because we might see him short circuit a few times during the episode, just like we see in this clip here, with Barry running super fast all over Star Labs. I think after the moment Barry saves Iris from the Samuroid, I think that's when we might see this moment here from one of the previous trailers, showing a shaved Barry in the new suit, pulling down his cowl and looking behind to greet Iris as the slightly less Speed Force scrambled person she remembers. And even though he might not be 100% chilled there for a little while, I think he will be a lot better than what he was from when he first got out of the Speed Force. I just hope that this supercharged Barry, as seen many times throughout this quick trailer, stays in Season 4, as I've always thought our TV show Flash didn't have enough oomph to his mojo, if that makes sense. So hopefully after being in the Speed Force for a long time, this is exactly what has happened. He's come out supercharged, full of loads of Speed Force energy and knowledge that will help aid him throughout the entire Season 4. We've already heard that this season Barry is going to be having a lot more fun with his powers, so with any luck we will see a lot of new things from Barry and his Speed Force powers this season, supercharged style. Apart from that everybody, let me know what you thought of this trailer down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video be sure to leave a like on it as it really does show your support for the channel. If you want to stay a bit more up to date with me, you can do so by following me on social media. The links are popping up on the screen now, or you can find them in the description below. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and other than that everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.